Did you see the thing at E3 on the Xbox that they're going to start offering full Xbox 360 retail games, some of them, yeah, to buy and download?
Oh, I've seen that actually, aye. Already
It'll,
got Xbox Classic games, but I thought it was quite interesting having Xbox 360 games as well.
yeah, yeah. I think one of the main things that really puts me off it
Uh-huh.
is pricing.
Yeah.
Um, at the minute, if a game comes out at release, say it costs, I don't know, say about £40 or something, give it a few months and it'll be well, at least a tenner off, probably cheaper than that most of
Aye.
the time. I think if everything is just available to download, I don't think the prices would change at all, or
No, you wouldn't have that at all.
I think I'd be like a lot longer waiting.
Hmm.
So I don't think you'd save any money on it. Um,
Oh, you would at first, because you're saving on like, well, the companies are saving on production and packaging and postage and stuff like that, so they're saving quite a bit themselves, so they should at least pass that on to us.
they should.
Should. Should.
Should. It'll be interesting to see though when the Xbox 360 games come up to download, what prices, because on the picture they were quite old games,
Yeah.
or at least they'd been out for, I think the newest one I can remember seeing a picture was Lego Batman, and even that was,
Yeah, that's way last year.
yeah, so I don't know what's going to be new. Um, the other thing that kind of can, there's a few things that, I'm all for it, but there are a few things that I think would need to be fixed.
Yeah.
One is the storage space as well.
Yeah, you'd have to have definitely a really large storage if you wanted it.
Yeah, and I think the whole backup thing as well. What happens if your say it's an Xbox? What happens if your Xbox breaks?
Yeah.
What happens to your games then? It's quite interesting when I looked. This is something that interests me quite a bit because I think this is what's going to happen eventually.
Yeah,
But
well,
when you look at the Xbox, I think I'm trying to remember. I think the Xbox and the PlayStations are the same. I think you can actually download something, delete it, and then re-download it again. Um,
yeah.
I think you can do that on both of them quite a bit. I think the PlayStation makes me think as well. You can actually download that onto if you've got more than one PlayStation.
Uh-huh.
You can, as long as you log in with the same account details, you can download it. So, say for example, I don't know, you kind of if you were staying at your mum's for a weekend and
Uh-huh.
you and your brothers or somebody had a PlayStation, you could log in and download your games there. I think that's quite good.
That sounds good, huh?
I think the storage space is going to be a big issue. Um, have you seen anything of I think it's called Live.
No, I've
So
not even heard of that. What's that?
I've only seen a bit. It's on it was at E3 again. It was on some other things. It's basically like I'm trying to think of how to describe it. It's just like a router almost.
Uh-huh.
You'll buy and plug it in, and it'll run on your TV, and you don't have a console, and you pay for this service where you can download the games they've got and play
Yeah, I
them.
have heard of that, yeah.
And it had things like Burnout and Crisis and all different things. It depends on your connection,
Yeah.
how good the graphics are and how detailed and things. I thought that was really interesting.
Sounds good.
You don't actually own anything, but I kind of doubt it'll work that well.
Yeah, so yeah.
I mean,
Sounds a bit fishy, really.
can you imagine that? Or can you imagine streaming something like Gears of War 2 and playing it online at the
Oh
same
god.
time?
Sometimes it's laggy as it is.
With the disc, I know that's what kind of makes me think that that's maybe a bit doubtful. See,
Aye.
in America when it launches as well, they're going to have can't remember, they call them something like service stations or something. It's basically um, places that they'll have to build for these connections to connect to get the games,
Uh-huh.
but they'll actually have to build them. It's
Wow.
like or have rooms for them, like physical connection places. I just think it sounds great, but it sounds years away.
Too good to be true, really, the now.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine downloading a full Xbox game would be quick, never mind streaming it and playing along, but
Nah.
interesting. The other thing I'd thought about is, do you think this is kind of like a attacking and be able to trade in consoles as well?
Yeah, maybe actually.
Because it's if you didn't buy any physical games and you've just got them all downloaded, how would that work for trading in? I think it gets quite complicated.
Would you be able to, like, transfer it over or something like that? Hopefully, but
What
maybe
you
not.
yeah you want that if you download something for your Xbox when you buy the new and improved Xbox you can play it again.
Yep, you definitely
Uh,
want that. And if they didn't have that, I don't think anybody would really buy into it properly.
yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
probably the best. I agree with you. I think they're going to try keeping pushing this. I think you will get games, full games that you can download,
yeah,
but I think they will keep doing it with actual retail games. The other thing you got to think about is what the shop's going to sell. Consoles. You
yeah.
know,
That's all they're going to sell. The other shops will kind of go out of business. But
uh,
you're seeing that just now, actually. Some of the blockbusters are shutting, like the one up the road. I
that's
mean,
got
that's
closed.
shutting. When you think about it, people will want to go out and just download a game or a movie or something like that in their house.
Hmm.
Preferably than going up to like a video store and renting a game or
Yeah,
renting a
yeah.
DVD. It's a lot easier. You don't have to take it back the next day. It can get like automatically taken off you if you were doing that.
I think I would spend a fortune if you could rent games online.
Ah, it'd be amazing though.
That would be great. Like Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters out today.
Yeah.
I was thinking about buying it, doing and throwing, and decided against it. And I might. There's a few games like that, and some of them you get into buying, and some of them you don't. But if you
Uh-huh.
could rent it, I don't know how much, but how much would you pay? Say you could rent a game for 2 days.
I don't know how
Get,
much it is. It's like fiver to a tenner or something. I'm not sure. I've not rented a game in years.
that would be. I mean, I don't know. It starts getting a bit pricey, but I think if I could sit right now and sit and download and rent a game that's just released today and have it for the weekend for a fiver or for 10 quid, ten
Ah,
quid's maybe reaching the limit I would say, or probably the most I would spend.
yeah.
But definitely a fiver would be perfect.
Yep.
Uh,
Definitely.
but you see it as well with the you're gonna hate me for saying this, the iPhone.
Mhm.
The downloads of that off their app store, every month there's like stories on the websites about somebody who's made a game or made something that's made hundreds of thousands of pounds.
That's failed because it's on the iPhone, aye.
Right.
Aye.
And it's just, I mean, the amount of games and apps that I've bought
Uh-huh.
that, again, if you were to go into a shop and buy a voucher for and put the voucher in your computer, I would never have bought them. But if you're sitting, lying on the couch or whatever, you go, oh, that looks alright, 59 pence, aye, fine, I'll give it a try, it's not a lot of money. The other thing is new PSP, you seen that?
Yeah, the PSP Go.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's all downloads.
Yeah, I read something that it's all downloads. There won't be any UMD drive, which they had before.
Just all downloads.
Yeah.
See, I mean, I think it's definitely going to go that way.
Yep.
Um,
It's far better for the PSP because you didn't want to take like games about with you and change them and all that
and,
stuff.
and something that's meant to be portable.
Aye, you wouldn't want to carry like 10 games about with you or something. You could have it all on the system. You'd be perfectly fine. You'd be happy with that.
Yeah, I think I bought a DS just before going on holiday,
Uh-huh.
and there's a 3 game. I think I bought 3 games for it, and we've had it and found a case to put the 3 games in. But
Yeah.
even then, they're tiny. So at first it was trying to lose them, and
Aye.
it was a bit of pain carrying them about. And the DSi's got a store as well where you can download games. But the last time I checked, there was like 6 games or something, and I think 2 of them are actually that appealed to me. And you got 2 of them for free when you bought a DS. I used them, and they were good, but they're not like full retail games. They're just sort of wee puzzle games or whatever. But I think it definitely would be good. I think with the new Xbox, whenever that comes out, and the new PlayStation, I think it'll still be discs as well.
Yeah,
Um,
well, I think they'll kind of just make a console where they'll half and half kind of thing. They're kind of going that way just now,
yeah.
but it wouldn't be totally in the next generation, totally downloads,
I
I don't think.
think maybe the next generation.
Maybe I.
Yeah, but it's interesting.
Aye.